Alright, we're looking at V8, evaluate expressions using properties of exponents. So to evaluate means to come up with one single answer. So number one, we've got 2 squared times 2 squared. And we really know that is, we could evaluate this as 2 squared is 4, 2 squared is 4, and 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Our next one is 5 to the 5th power divided by 5 to the 3rd power. Now in this way I prefer to go ahead and subtract the exponents, so that gives me 5 to the 2nd power, which is 25. Number 3, 10 to the 7th power divided by 10 to the 5th power gives us 10 to the 2nd power, which is equal to 100. So we've got 3 to the 2nd power times 3 to the 2nd power. You could think of that as 3 to the 4th power, and we know that is 81. Or you could do 9 times 9, which is 81. So you could do 9 times 9, and that equals 81. Either way, you're going to get the same answer. Number 5 is 6 to the 5th power divided by 6 to the 2nd power. We know that's 6 to the 3rd power, and that equals 216. Number 6, we have 4 to the 3rd power times 2 to the 2nd power. Now these bases are different, so we cannot use the rule keep the base and add the exponents, because we don't know what that is. So here I would just evaluate them. So 4 to the 3rd power, that's 4 times 4 is 16, times another 4 is 64, times 2 squared is 4, and that gives us 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1, 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So that would be 256. Number 7, we have 5 to the 2nd power divided by 9 to the 2nd power. Again, these bases are not the same, so you cannot use the rule, just subtract the exponents. That won't work. So we have 5 squared, which is 25, and 9 squared, which is 81. We can't reduce these because there is not a number that goes both into 25 and 81. So we would just write 25 over 81. Number 8, we have 3 squared times 3 squared, which we know is 3 to the 4th power, and that would be 81. Number 9, we have 4 to the 4th power divided by 5 to the 2nd power. Again, we cannot use the rule where we just subtract the exponents because the bases are not the same. So 4 to the 4th power, let's see, I think that's 128. No, I was wrong, it's 256 divided by 25. Well, the factors of 25 are 1, 5, and 25, and none of those go into 256. So our answer would be 256 divided by 25. Number 10, we have 9 to the negative 8th power multiplied by 9 to the 6th power. So we could say that is 9 to the negative 2 power, because we're just adding the exponents because the bases are the same. And we know that that's 1 over 9 to the 2nd power, which is 1 over 81. Number 11, we have 4 to the negative 4th power divided by 2 to the negative 2 power. So 4 to the negative 4th power would be, let's see, you know what, let's go ahead and flip these over. Let's go ahead and make that. So we've got 2 to the second power, and then 4 to the fourth power. And I flipped them over because I want the exponents to be positive. So I've got 4 over 256. Now these are both divisible by 2. So that would be 2 over 128, but that's still divisible by 2. So that would be 1 over 56. No, 54. 54. 64? I can't. Okay, 2 goes into 12 6 times. Yes. 64. Guys, we would have gotten that wrong, and you would have let me get it wrong and not said anything at all. I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed. Just kidding. So we've got 6 to the third power multiplied by 4 to the negative third power. The bases are not the same, so don't be tempted to just add these exponents. You can't do that. So this is what we're going to do. We know since this is a negative exponent, we're going to have to write this as division. So we've got 6 to the third power divided by 4 to the third power. Now we can evaluate them. That's 216 divided by 64. Now, I believe that 4 will go into both of these. Yeah. So 216 divided by 4, you're going to hear me using my calculator because I have to make sure that my timing doesn't go over a certain amount. And then I've got 64 divided by 4. That's 16. I still can reduce that. So let's divide by 2. And that would give me 27 over 8. This is not reducible. Alright, here we've got, we're going to make this one our last one. 6 to the negative fifth power divided by 6 to the negative eighth power. Now the bases are the same. So if you want to go ahead and do negative 5 minus negative 8, I'm going to write this one down, minus negative 8. You know that that is 6 to the negative fifth plus 8, which gives you 6 to the third power, and that's 216. Alright, so if you have any questions on this one at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Sign up for tutoring if need be, or actually go back and watch the video again. So I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.